In an interview that shook the global entertainment world, Jamie Dornan, the star of 50 Shades of Grey, finally confirmed the news that no one expected. After weeks of speculation, what he revealed shocked fans around the world and almost frozen Hollywood in shock. Tornado: the confession that stunned millions of fans. In a long moment of silence in front of the camera, Jamie Dornan admitted that his life would change completely in the coming time, and that meant a journey that millions of people have followed for more than a decade could be coming to an end. "This was not an easy decision, but I knew I needed to do the right thing for myself and my family," he said with a heavy look in his eyes. Downward trend: career could take a different direction. According to inside sources, Dornan is considering stepping away from major projects he has been involved with for years, including iconic roles that have made his name in Hollywood. This decision has not only shocked producers but also left the fan community overwhelmed with emotions. From shock, regret to worry about his future. Crying: Hollywood goes crazy with shocking announcement. The news quickly became the focus of all newspapers and social networks, with millions of shares and comments in just a few hours. Some fans said this was the end of an era, while many others hoped this was just a temporary setback for Jamie Dornan to come back stronger than ever. Fire: whatever happens next, one thing is for sure: the world will never forget the mark Jamie Dornan left on cinema history. And now, everyone is holding their breath waiting for the next move of the man who shook Hollywood with a single statement. Globe behind the scenes revealed the truth behind the shocking decision. Those close to Jamie Dornan said that this decision was not random or impulsive. In fact, the actor had been struggling internally for many months, between continuing to live in the Hollywood spotlight and finding balance for himself. Jamie has been under a lot of pressure, both from work and personal life. He wants to spend more time with his family, for the things he has missed for too long, a close source shared. Not only that, many people in the industry also revealed that Dornan is cherishing a completely different direction, not giving up art, but redefining his own artistic path. He wants to participate in deeper projects, with stronger social messages, instead of just continuing to nail the sexy image that audiences are familiar with. Clapperboard: producers and colleagues stunned. The news has caused a real earthquake within Hollywood. A famous producer who worked with Dornan expressed his regret. "We always believed that Jamie would be the soul of upcoming projects. No one can replace the energy and depth he brings to the screen." Meanwhile, his longtime co-star, Dakota Johnson, could not hide her emotion. "I respect every choice Jamie makes. He is not only a colleague, but also a close friend that I cherish. If this is what he needs to find happiness, I fully support him." Candle: an era ends, a new journey begins. Experts say that if Jamie Dornan truly takes a new path, this could mark a historic turning point in his career, from a commercial star to a social impact artist. And whatever the final outcome, it is undeniable that Jamie Dornan has become an indispensable part of modern Hollywood. Fire: the story is not over, it has just begun. And perhaps, in the near future, the world will once again be shaken by Jamie Dornan, not as an entertainment star, but as a living symbol of change. Compass: the signs that have been here for a long time, but no one noticed. Now, looking back at Jamie Dornan's journey in recent years, people realize that the signs of change have been there for a long time. In many interviews, he vaguely mentioned wanting to take a break to live for himself, or find his true passion for art. But at that time, few people believed that he was talking about such a serious turning point. From refusing to participate in some big blockbusters, to appearing more in small independent films, Dornan seems to have begun his journey to liberate himself from the huge shadow of Hollywood's halo. A friend in the industry revealed. Jamie has never liked being boxed in. He always wants to explore the depth of character, of emotion, and now is the time for him to live true to the art he believes in. Shooting star fans call for "Don't give up." The internet explodes with support campaign. As soon as the news was confirmed, millions of fans flooded social media with the hashtags #StayWithUsJamie and #Don'tLeaveHollywood. Emotional shares, souvenir photos from his classic roles flooded Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. One longtime fan wrote, "Jamie Dornan is more than just an actor, he is a life inspiration to millions. If he leaves, Hollywood will never be the same again." The power of the fan community shows the huge influence Dornan has created over the past decade, and may be the motivation for him to rethink his upcoming path. Fire Hollywood waiting for a final chapter, or a new chapter? Critics predict that Jamie Dornan's next decision will shape the future of the entire film industry for years to come. Will he officially leave the screen and spend time with his family? Or will he return with a bold project, marking a completely new era in his career? Some sources have also revealed the possibility of Dornan taking on the role of director or producer, something he has expressed a deep passion for. If that becomes true, we may soon witness a completely different Jamie Dornan, more mature, profound and powerful than ever. Glowing star. Whatever the final decision is, one thing is for sure. Jamie Dornan has been, is and will always be an irreplaceable icon of Hollywood. And perhaps, what shakes the world is not his departure, but the way he chooses to rewrite his own definition in cinema history. Feather Jamie Dornan reveals his true feelings for the first time. "I was scared." In a rare conversation after the news broke, Jamie Dornan finally opened up about what was really going on in his mind. No longer the cool and confident star in front of the camera, Dornan appeared with deep eyes and a choked voice. "I was scared that I would lose myself in the spotlight. There were days when I woke up and didn't recognize the person I had become. I love this job, I love my audience, but I need to breathe, I need to live a real life." Those emotional confessions made the whole world silent for a few seconds. People began to understand that behind the brilliant halo, behind the roles that made millions of hearts flutter, Jamie Dornan is just a human being, with very real worries, pressures and aspirations. Mirror ball. New doors are opening. This is not the end. Contrary to speculation that this is the end of his career, Dornan affirmed, "I'm not leaving art, I just want to walk on a different path, where I can tell stories that I truly believe in." Inside sources also revealed that he has secretly met many famous directors in Europe, discussing art film projects, social psychological films and even documentaries. Some people also speculate that Dornan is nurturing the idea of setting up his own production company, focusing on small but touching projects. If this becomes true, it will be a spectacular rebirth, not only for Jamie Dornan, but also for the way Hollywood views the true value of cinema. Scroll. An indelible legacy, and a promise to his fans. Whatever the future holds, Jamie Dornan's name is etched in modern cinema history. From his mysterious portrayal of Christian Grey to his deep and humane performances, he has proven that he is more than just a star. He is a living symbol of dedication, hard work, and passion. And before ending his tearful interview, Dornan sent a short but powerful message to his fans. "I promise to come back, not as the person you knew, but as the truest, strongest version of myself." Glowing star. Jamie Dornan's journey may be taking a completely new direction, but one thing is for sure: Hollywood will never be the same without him. And it was this moment of courage, of choosing to be authentic, that was Jamie Dornan's greatest performance. Sunrise. Hollywood holds its breath, waiting for Jamie Dornan's return. Although the news that Dornan will temporarily withdraw has shocked the entertainment industry, no one believes that this is the last time they will see him on screen. On the contrary, the atmosphere in Hollywood right now is like the calm before the storm, a waiting full of excitement and curiosity. Famous film critics commented that Jamie Dornan's disappearance will create a huge void, not only in terms of art but also in terms of influence. He is not simply an actor, he is the face of a generation of audiences, a storytelling style, and an inimitable cinematic emotion. Hollywood will have to learn to wait, one expert commented. And when Jamie Dornan returns, because he will return, it will not just be a comeback, but a historic moment. Wilted flower behind the glamour, the truth about the inner war. Those close to him revealed that Dornan was facing a deeper personal crisis than ever before. The busy work schedule, the pressure from the public, the growing expectations, all pushed him into a silent war that no one saw. There were nights when he couldn't sleep, just sat staring out the window and wondering if he was living the life he wanted, a close friend shared. It wasn't weakness, it was the courage to stop and ask himself the questions that most of us avoid. And it was that moment of facing the truth that led Dornan to today's shocking decision. Glowing star, a legacy in the making, and it's bigger than film. Experts say Jamie Dornan's decision is not just a personal turning point, but also a message to the entire entertainment industry. Speech balloon. A person's fame doesn't define him. His true worth lies in his ability to be himself. If he truly pursues a deeper artistic path, focusing on human values and stories that resonate, Dornan could become a cultural icon beyond the screen. Someone who shapes the thoughts and emotions of an entire generation. Heart Hands, the end of a journey, and the beginning of a legend. Not every ending is sad. Sometimes, it's the beginning of something greater. For Jamie Dornan, the journey ahead may not be filled with flashbulbs or red carpets, but it will be brighter than ever, because it is the path he chose for himself. And as his return approaches, Hollywood will welcome not just a returning star, but a legend reborn. Sparkles, this is no longer a story about an actor leaving the stage. This is a story about a man who dared to step out of his comfort zone to find the true meaning of life. And in the eyes of millions, Jamie Dornan has become more than just a star. He is a symbol of courage, of sincerity, and of hope.